Hi, everyone. So, this is Henry. Henry is a paid search coordinator at Tinuiti. He spent 3 years developing its skills in paid ads and social media. He even has a blog and a podcast. Henry also has his own YouTube channel where he shares his hobby and love of figures, DC Comics, Marvel, and anime. And now he will show his job search plan in marketing.
Thank you, Lana. Appreciate that. Just a little bit of that. My blog, I stopped posting just because my life has gotten really busy. My podcast, I'm gonna reset that very soon. And same thing with my YouTube channel, just life, being a coordinator and working in marketing, you get very busy and just things don't go the way it's planned. But yes, so the job search plan, there's a lot of things into it. It depends on your field, depends what you're looking to do. I know job searching is unfortunately a full-time job. I'm pretty sure Lana, you know how that feels. It's just a horrible feeling. You keep applying, you think you got it, and then you don't. And it's, 1 week you're doing good, the other week you're doing really bad. So it all depends. But my search plan that I recommend people is expectation. First, understand the job, the description, and what are your chances. If you're applying for a position that seeks 2+ years and you only have 0 to 1, go ahead and apply and don't expect anything. Just put your resume, put your cover letter, whatever questions, answer, and go with it. Compared to one like a marketing intern or a coordinator role, have confidence when applying, that you can bring something to the table, and go from there. Nothing that I would usually do is send a video. There's so many people who apply, it could be over 200, 300 people. And, hiring managers don't want to see the same thing resume over and over again. So if they see your resume and you attach the video, they'll be like, oh, what is this? They click on it, 1 minute video describing who you are, what you can bring to the table, and, how excited you are. They'll be like, oh, okay, this person has potential. Okay, let's bring them on. So you always want to be different. You don't want to do the same thing over and over again. And sometimes it's hard to be different because it could get pretty tiring. But you just got to remember that somebody out there will see the value that you can bring and the positivity that you can bring. So that's two. And number three, I would say, is your resume. Try to keep it short, easy, and concise. But most importantly, get feedback from others. If you have a professor or your own manager, even wherever you work, ask them like, hey, in 5 seconds, would you want to meet me? And they say, no, you have this and this to fix. Get that feedback from whoever you need to. Because unfortunately, we live in a world where they only look at your resume for maybe 10 seconds if you're lucky, but usually 5 to 6. And it's either good or bad. So you have to make sure those first few titles that you have, your coloring, your format is all great. Because if they see any type of error, formatting, you're done. They won't even attempt to contact you. So definitely focus on those three things. And then my last tip would be timing. Again, applying is like a full-time job. It really sucks. So you have to time your schedule. It depends if you're already working full-time at a place that you don't really see yourself making a career, or you're working two part-times, or whatever the case may be. Find in your schedule a block where, okay, this time I'm gonna edit my resume, have it ready, or my cover letter. And then another time where I'm researching, and then another time where I'm gonna officially apply to these jobs and wait for feedback. I always did 10 jobs per week I applied to or tried to. So basically two per day, and go from there. I just feel like that's a perfect mathematic number. If you apply to 10 jobs and you get one callback, I think that's a success. Anything more is great. But it's totally up to you on that schedule. But I definitely would block out time during the week.
Yeah,
I don't know if you feel the same way, Lana, or is there something different?
yeah. Those are all the steps that I was taught from Eric. So, yeah, those work too.
Yeah, yeah. See, it's a very tiring thing. With my position at Tenuity, I just applied on their website, sent a video. a recruiter contacted me, went through the first stage, second, and then offered the position. So just got to make sure you have that confidence, make sure to apply differently, and go from there.
Yeah, awesome. And you said that's how you landed your role at Tinuiti?
Correct. Yep. It was that was the process. My biggest thing was the video. I wanted to apply with the video. Thankfully, the recruiter saw it, grabbed her interest. I made sure when I was talking to the recruiter that I was very excited for the position. And even though I had less experience, I wanted that position. But the funny thing is, I applied to the wrong position. I applied as a specialist paid search because it said 2+ years. And I said, whatever, I'm just going to apply. And I wasn't expecting to get called back. So when she called me and we talked, she explained the position. I explained my experience. And only a few recruiters do this, I believe. But she actually was being honest. She said, "Hey, Henry, you seem great, wonderful, but I don't think you're a fit for the specialist role." I said, "No worries, I understand that." And then she's like, "However, there is a opening as a coordinator, and I think your skill set is perfect for that. It's a perfect moment for you to grow and get into the responsibilities of the role." And I said, "Oh, awesome!" So she passed that on to the manager, made it to the second round, third, and then I got the position there. So it's a funny story, applied to a position where you seem like you don't have a chance. Maybe you do the first round and hopefully they give you a feedback like, "Oh, you might not be a good fit for this. However, I think this role seems more fit for your skill set." So hopefully that happens to much more people. But yeah, that's how it happened.
Yeah, that's really interesting how that all happened. Like you tried for a specialist and they recommended you for a position that was more fit for you, and now you're working there.
Yeah, which is weird because I don't know why I did not see the coordinator role on their page. Like I think it was there, but my eyes just skipped it. It just focused on the specialist. So I always find that funny to myself, like, oh, I ignored the coordinator and I jumped to the bigger hoop. But I'm very grateful for that. So definitely for sure. So like I said, in your job search, look at the job description. If it's 2+ years, apply. Don't expect anything. But compared to positions where they're asking for 0 to 1, apply with confidence. And then if you get that first round interview on the phone, whatever the case, demonstrate your confidence and go from there.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely is. That's all the tips I have on my end. Like I said, job searching is very tough. There's a lot of in betweens, but you just got to do the best you can. And I think the most important thing, if I want to end off with a good note, is don't give up. I know that sounds very cliche. A lot of people say, "Oh, don't give up, this and this," but honestly, job searching can take a mental toll on you. It could take a mental on your thought process. You might think you're not good enough. You might think that you're never going to get a role. But you just got to have that confidence around you, have a support system around you, have people who understand who you are and bring that to the table. Because if not, job searching can be, you can either make job searching the worst thing in the world or something where it's horrible, but I know I can bring this to the table. So definitely be careful when doing those job searches and just try to apply with confidence. Again, easier said than done, but try to build that confidence going forward.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that, Henry.
Yeah, no, no worries. I appreciate you inviting me. Glad to
Yeah,
be a guest.
sounds good.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.